מניות חברות הקנאביס הרפואי נמצאות תחת עיני המשקיעים בשנים האחרונות. נמצא איתנו דוקטור הלן שפר-קולד ממייסדי חברת OWC, חברה אמריקאית שפועלת בישראל בתחום הקנאביס הרפואי. Hello, Dr. שקלפורד.
Shalom. Hi.
What are the differences between Israel and the States concerning to clinical studies?
Well, clinical trials on cannabis are easier to conduct in Israel than in the U.S. for a number of reasons. Among them is the long history of investigations into cannabis in Israel going back more than 50 years, while the United States has very stringent regulations in place that make it difficult to conduct clinical trials on cannabis in particular. So Israel is a much more open regimen, a much more open research environment for conducting clinical trials on cannabis.
When do you think family doctors will be able to write prescription drugs?
I think it will be when cannabis products are consistent and of pharmaceutical grade, which they are not currently. So it's really essential that companies such as OWC conduct clinical trials researching which cannabinoids are most effective for which conditions and are able to produce research-based products that are pharmaceutical grade and consistent from dose to dose. At that point, I think family doctors and practitioners in general will be comfortable with writing prescriptions for cannabis-based treatments.
To be years or months or decade?
No, it's going to happen quickly because we are already engaging in the kinds of studies that are necessary to understand how best to use cannabis as a treatment, and we will be producing products by license and also in-house which will live up to the standards that patients and physicians expect of all medicines, including cannabis-based medicines. It's going to happen very quickly.
What is the potential of the cannabis market and how OWC can fit in?
The potential is immense. Estimates are that in a few years it could be $18 to $20 billion in the United States alone, where 23 states out of the 50 have enacted medical cannabis legislation. Many more will follow. So OWC will fit into this burgeoning and emerging market by being the first to produce the research-based products that will be consistent and provide patients and their physicians with products that do what they're supposed to do and are consistent from dose to dose. So it's OWC is in a very important position as being one of the very first to engage in true clinical trials from which products will be developed that will tap into that immense market, both in the United States and in many other countries, including the 5 countries that now have medical cannabis laws in place.
You want to say the name of the countries?
Yes, of course. They are Israel, the Netherlands, Czech Republic, Canada, and Uruguay currently, and others are seriously considering passing medical cannabis legislation. Colombia is one. I was just there in Colombia speaking to a Senate committee and to a forum on medical cannabis. Chile is following suit. Other countries in South America are considering it, as are many European countries. So it is not something that is a new development. It's moving very, very quickly because patients benefit, and patients benefit tremendously from the use of medical cannabis, and governments are recognizing that all around the world. Australia will probably also soon pass medical cannabis legislation.
I want to thank you for being with us.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you.